So let's go through the first fight, which was Damien Villa versus Maximiliano Larrosa from Greece, and Damien is from the US. So this fight, so Villa is basically Taekwondo.
Yeah.
He's got a massive Taekwondo background, and even when they put up style of karate, it was TKD.
Oh, really?
Instead of even writing Taekwondo.
Oh, nice.
It was, yeah, so his...
I like that there's actually, various styles.
Well, we did talk about it with...
a lot of guys have done, MMA,
totally.
Muay Thai, karate. Some have a karate background, very strong. Some have just a light karate background. So,
yeah,
that makes it interesting.
Yeah, well, I remember in a national competition, I was walked up to my first fight in the heavyweights, and this guy was taller than me too. And anyway, as soon as we got to the line, he started turning side on. I'm like, oh my God, this guy's like Taekwondo guy. And he was, man, seriously, I've never been kicked as hard as that guy kicked me. And like, I'm blocking him. I ended up beating him, don't worry, I flogged him like 4-0 or 5-0, whatever it was. But he was in the Australian team. And I actually talked to him quite a bit. His name's Adam Myers. So Adam, if you're watching or listening, what's up? But he's got his own Taekwondo school, and he actually started doing MMA as well.
Yeah.
But man, his kicks, dude, I thought they were breaking my arm. So for those who think that Taekwondo kicks aren't strong, bro, just go and get kicked by somebody. And he's a heavyweight too, so obviously, and I'm a heavyweight, so he's taking his kicks couple times, yeah, man, I thought he was going to kill me. His kicks, but don't worry, I flogged him. But Villa, he was great. His kicks were really good. The only thing I would say is he needs more hands. Obviously, he's got a Taekwondo background, and it was a lot of kicks. But when Larrosa was fighting him, Larrosa didn't really understand how to fight him properly. He should have been sitting, if it was me fighting him, sitting outside of the pocket of the kicks, where he was sort of sitting inside
the range.
Yeah, just getting pulled apart with the kicks. Didn't really understand how to.
Against a good kicker, you basically got to be right on them.
You've got to be inside or outside.
But that's
you can't be in that range.
That's just basics, isn't it?
Yeah, and unfortunately he lost. Villa won, but he just couldn't find his range. Yeah, he's either inside or he's outside of the pocket. For me, I would have fought him outside because he's much faster than me. If I fight him inside of the pocket, he will eat me with those kicks. So for me, I mean, this is a lightweight division too. So imagine how fast those kicks are.
Yeah.
So, but look, and Larrosa, he was getting tired. He was getting tired from eating those kicks. It was just like bang, 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 bang. So he was good, but Larrosa, he didn't attack enough. And if it had gone, it went to decision. But I had it first round Villa, second round Larrosa, because he did come back a little bit, and then third round Villa, and ended up being a split decision. I thought it was going to be 3 because just the way that the referees and judges look at it, I think they like the attacker rather than somebody sort of maybe sitting outside of the pocket and coming back. But
I mean, it depends. Like as long as you're if you're making the kicks miss and then countering,
yeah,
that's fine. But if you're just making a miss, then you're not really doing your work.
Yeah. But also I will say that Larrosa had a much better clinch game, and he did a what's this called, a Sayanagi over the top.
Oh, judo style one.
Yeah, and it was awesome. I loved it, but Villa did not appreciate it. It was a little. I love it when two martial art guys, they're training or competing, and when somebody does something wrong, and instead of like fighting it, they like get up in each other's grill, like, oh, you're like, dude, just take a step back and like wait 10 seconds, and you can just smack him. But like something goes off, and all of a sudden, like these round strikes come in, and instead of like really thinking, okay, well, I can actually legitimately punch this guy in the face in 10 seconds, but the brain snaps, the red mist comes out, and then all
that reminds me of Riste. Rustem Madanovsky when we were competing. Where was it we were competing WKF in Holland in Dutch Open, and I think it was for bronze medal. And
What, you were fighting him?
No, Rustem. So he was fighting for bronze medal. We were just watching. I was there. I competed, and right at the end of the fight, so he'd won the fight. It was Yame, and then the other guy slapped him, hit him, pushed him, slapped him, and then it was after Yame, and then Riste slapped him back.
Yes, I have.
And I just remember because someone had put that slap and like had remixed it, so it was just like yeah. And our coach, Sensei Morgan, the national coach at the time, absolutely ripped into him because they both got shikaku'd. So they both got nothing, but he'd already won.
Yeah.
So the other guy actually had nothing to lose, but he lost the medal because of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's something. I think sometimes it can be something that takes.
Yeah,
over.
that's crazy, man. Like
Just
just
been punching each other, but that slap.
like the same with footy players. Like they all train boxing,
Yeah.
and they're all boxers. But when there's a fight, it's all like push. You're like, dude, just take a step back and bang, bang, and the fight's over in a second. But anyway.